See this sad sack here? This guy got divorced and now he's all alone. But this guy got everything he deserved. I think it looks good on guys like this. Why? For two reasons. Let's see. First, Shaquille O'Neal got into another man's business. When Shaquille O'Neal slammed Jerry Buss for dating a woman decades younger than him, hang out with 60-year-olds, not 20-year-olds. Who is this loser? This divorced loser to tell another man how to live his life. Who's he to say when he was banging other girls on the side the way men wanted to? This guy, he slept around because that's what men want. So who is he to tell another man to partner up with a younger woman because that's what he wants, right? Now that's the first thing, but that's not the most thing. Where are we? Where are we? Shaquille O'Neal explains why he told his sons they have to go at 18, but not his daughters. So he's kicking his boys out because he's not interested in having excess males around. That's what he thinks of his sons. Of course, he tries to give it as tough love, but he doesn't do it his daughters, right? He wants his daughters around. He wants a harem around. Very suspicious. Very suspicious, you loser. All right. Now, his wife got divorced because I'm going to quote my man, Eric Schiedler. He says, women get married knowing they're going to get divorced. It's a shelf life marriage. Women don't want to be with men for a lifetime. Now, this is his wife Shawnee's account, right? As per Shawnee's account, she and O'Neill accidentally switched their Blackberries one day, and she read all the texts that women had allegedly been sending her husband. There was no accident here. I guarantee you that. She looked through his phone, period, and claimed it was an accident because she was ready to ditch him. So she was looking for evidence, any evidence she could find to say, okay, you did bad. Now I'm divorcing you. And that's exactly what happened here. Do you hear that, Shaquille? Your wife got to the point where she said, I'm done with you. I put in my time, and now I can make all the millions through alimony, right? I got everything I need from you, so I'm dumping you, you sad sack. Now we'll get into the article about Shaquille O'Neal crying his eyes out, right? The biggest reality Shaquille O'Neal faced after splitting with his wife wasn't losing wealth or prestige. It was more about the sharp personal sting of realizing you'd lost a partner. You didn't lose a partner, dude. She dumped you. She dumped you, you fatso. That's what she did. It was the silence that hit the hardest, really. The silence, the absence of laughters in the hallway. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where are we? You kicked your sons out, dude. And your daughters that you begged to stay with you, they didn't stay with you. They end up getting boyfriends or going with mom. So you're begging these girls to hang with you and they dumped you. They're not interested, dude. They're not interested in you. So that's what happens when a man sacrifices for his daughters. Once they get beyond puberty and estrogen kicks in and the hypertrophy kicks in, they don't care about daddy, right? Why don't you just go to one of your many lovers if you're feeling lonely, right? Your kids are grown anyway, dude. So they weren't going to hang around the house. And he knows it, guys. So when he complains about no laughter in the house, he means his wife isn't there. The woman he bribed isn't there anymore. That's what he means. His wife is gone, his children were also gone, as they were not always present. Of course, they were gone. They grew up and left. And also, you were kicking the sons out anyway. He was just Shaq by himself in his big house and knew it was his own fault. So this guy is blaming himself for the wrong things, though. He's blaming himself for his wife ditching him because she wanted to anyway. He wants to deny that women don't like men, but he doesn't blame himself for kicking his sons out. I mean, that was a good thing, right? So it's his own fault, but what he's to blame for, he's not going to mention, right? I make no excuses. I know I messed up. You didn't mess up, dude. You banged these girls on the side because you could, and your wife decided to leave you. Use that as an excuse. You think Shawnee didn't realize you were banging a bunch of women from the get-go? She didn't care about your sex, O'Neill. She cared about your status, and she's got what she wanted from it. So it's ditching time, you genius, you sad sack. Oh, by the way, Shaquille, right here is why your wife was smart enough to dump you when she did. Your career was coming to an end, right? His role on the Celtics was limited. He played only 37 games that season, plagued by Achilles heels or sorry, by Achilles and calf injuries, and struggled to maintain the dominant presence he had been for nearly 2 decades. On the court, Shaquille's impact was diminished. Right. So she saw your career was flagging. It was on the decline. And she said, "Well, I've got everything I can out of this dude. Time to dump his fat ass." This is what men get when they get married. This is what marriage is, O'Neill, you woman worshiper. You get used up and then you get tossed to the glue factory. That's what goes on. Now, I don't know if there's anything more to read from this article because the truth is, I made my points. These guys, they gain status, get some woman who's going to use them. She ditches them because this is the way women operate. They don't really like men for themselves. And then when they dump these guys after they fail, that's what his career was dying. Then they blame themselves. In the meanwhile, they boot their boys out, right? In the meanwhile, they boot the boys out because they never cared about the children. These guys never cared about their children. He cared about his daughters because they could be fill in for mommy if mommy decides to leave. They could be surrogate wife, but otherwise, these guys don't give a shit about families. Hey, Shaquille, your famous basketball players, where are all your male friends? If you're worried about the house, you could fill them up, no problem. You could call up your boys and say, "Come over and party with me." Notice these losers don't want male friends. It's not that he doesn't have any, he doesn't want any. These guys want that one woman to worship and orbit around. Think of this incredible career he has, and all of it's for one thing, orbiting around a single do nothing female. Anyway, I'm glad that you're in suffering, dude. Anyone who boots their boys out, I'm glad he is suffering. You got everything you deserve, you married loser.